Hello, and first up, Happy New Year. A very belated Happy 2024 to everybody. Just popped down to a local park just to see a friend of mine, the grey heron, just here. We've got a few other characters. Northern shoveler. Got some Eurasian coots. There's a great egret over there and a little egret over there. But yeah, I haven't done any photography for about 3 or 4 weeks. It feels so nice to be out. I went to England to see my amazing mum for Christmas, and I got sick on the way there. Was sick the whole time there, and I've been back a week, and with jet lag I was still feeling sick. I just couldn't do a video, so better late than never. Here is my first video of 2024. Thanks so much for watching. Let's see if I can get some shots of this guy. So another mate of mine is here, which is Mr. Egret, great egret. There's also a little egret under that, but Mr. Egret's here just fishing. That's your kingfisher as well in that tree there. So basically the main reason for this video today is to say hi. I've been so conscious I haven't done a video. I feel terrible, but as I explained, it's just been a difficult time. But what I'm going to do is mainly I'm going to share some of my best pictures from last year, 23, which I know seems late now, but better late than never. So what I'll do is later I'll go back to the computer and go through my Flickr site. I think that's where I usually upload my best pictures, and just go through a few shots that I've taken this year, probably all using my OM-1 300mm. That's really what I've been using this year. I'll enjoy being here for about another hour or so before I set off home. God, it's nice to be back taking photos. Oh, I've missed you. Right, here we are at the computer. So I'm on my Flickr page. I don't upload to Flickr that much. I have a website and I upload to Instagram and some other sites, but subconsciously I think I probably upload my best stuff to Flickr. So anyway, here we are, and I'll just go through a few shots talking about how I got them from 2023. So if we just go down here, as I said, I probably haven't uploaded for about a month, and yeah, I don't use Flickr so much, but I just like the layout. It looks nice. Anyway, if we go down to some of the beginning of the year here, this shot here. Most of these shots obviously have featured in videos I've done during the year, and this was just a shot I really liked because I just liked the colours. I waited specifically for this duck to fly in front of a background in the distance which had a similar colour to the bird, and loads of missed shots because I was dealing with just a very small area that the bird had to fly in front of. Sometimes I see videos of people taking pictures of ducks and they're in these lakes with this masses of ducks and the background's there and you're just taking thousands of pictures. This was very different from that. There was about 7 or 8 ducks and they very rarely would fly across me, and it was only a very small space where I wanted them to go to get the shot that I wanted. Anyway, I just really liked this shot. This was OM-1, which all my shots are 300mm, and it was f4 at 2500th of a second ISO 1600, and I just really like this shot. Right, let's go back to see what else we can find. Yeah, I think I'm going to choose the grey heron shot I took in flight, purely because I think I got it on the first outing I took the 300mm out. It was basically, I don't think this was a crop, it just flew right past me. I just picked up the camera and managed to get this shot, and it's lovely and sharp. I just love the background and the pose, and in fact I uploaded some photos at the beginning of the video, the footage of me in the park, and at that park you can get close flybys of a grey heron, and when I filmed that intro at the beginning, a heron did fly by, and I also got another headshot there, and I think I added that at the beginning of the video. But I like this shot just because the shots I'm choosing now are not necessarily my best shots of the year, they're just shots that I personally like and they meant something to me, and this one I liked because, as I said, I think it was the first time I took out the 300mm f4. This was f4 1600 a second ISO 2500, cleaned up nicely in DxO. Lots of nice detail there. Okay, let's go back, and next I want to go to the shot I took of the butterfly. Not super sharp, but I just love the angle of the wings and the proboscis trunk thing it has. It just all came together. As I said, could be a bit sharper, but of course butterflies in flight is very difficult to get a really sharp shot, and also I was focusing on getting a clear background as well, and I just really liked this shot. I took more insects and flight shots this year than I've ever done before, and the OM-1 really, paired with the 300mm, really makes this difficult type of photography that much easier. This was f4 5,000th of a second 300mm ISO 640. Let's go to, I went to Malaysia for a few days in the summer. Long story, but I managed to spend time with this amazing bird. This was without question the most beautiful bird I photographed last year. This is a rufous collared kingfisher, and I had a guide for a day, and he took me to a hide, and I managed to take this shot. And I don't know if this was handheld or he did lend me a tripod, so because I didn't take a tripod with me on the trip, I think maybe I used the tripod, but this was F5.6 1/15th of a second ISO 640 with the teleconverter, and the detail is just extraordinary. So much feather detail there, and just what a stunning bird. This was a jungle kingfisher, so not near water, so you have to go deep into the jungle, and without a guide I would never have found this amazing guy. So this was also a shot that was special to me last year. Okay, let's go back here. Now, this was a video I did of terns. Now, I walked out into the ocean, and the terns were all flying in front of me with the ocean as the background, which I think this shot here shows. But this one tern circled back behind me, between me and the land, and there were some trees in the distance. Again, a very small area. And I just waited as this bird circled behind me a few times for him to fly in front of the green trees. And again, there were only about 10 birds. This isn't a colony where you get lots of chances. This was just a small window of opportunity that I had, and I took it, and I just love these birds. I think they're stunning. Black nape terns, and yeah, this is where it flew, just fleeting second. The rest of the time it was sky and sea as the background. This was one of the few chances where he went in front of some distant trees, which is what I wanted, because turn shots are always with sea as the background. It gets a bit boring. That was at 5,000th of a second again, with the extender, ISO 100 f5.6. You can shoot wide open with the extender, doesn't really affect the image quality that much, but with birds in flight and insects in flight, if you've got the light, go as high as you can. So 5,000th of a second is fast, but I think it definitely helps to get the shot as sharp as possible. Next one, let's go to this. I took some other shots actually, which I haven't uploaded to Flickr, some slightly tighter crops, but this one again, very fast flying, a dragonfly. I was on top of it over a bridge, and loads of missed shots, but I loved how this shot came out. Again, I was waiting for it to go to a certain area where the background was far off in the distance for me to blur it out. I love the colours here. I love how sharp it is. This butterfly is called Common Picture Wing, and it is so beautiful. This was 1,600 per second, f4, no extender, ISO 800. Just love how that froze. It almost looks like when you go into a museum and you see dead dragonflies on a board. That's almost what it looks like, but this was flying below me very fast, and love how this shot came out. We'll do a couple more. Let's go a little bit later in the year. This is not a great shot. This was just a lucky shot. Basically, I was watching my kids play football, had an hour to spare, went to some local fields, and just as I arrived, this cattle egret had crossed the field holding this huge praying mantis in its beak, and this was just a lucky shot. But I liked how it came out. I sort of got as low as I could to try and blur out the background, and then very quickly the cattle egret flew off with its prize. But again, just a lucky shot really, but it's nice and sharp, and this was at 3,200 per second with the extender, f5.6 ISO 500. Let's do one more. Where am I going to go? That way. What was I going to do? I like that shot of the of the Okinawan rail, but no, that was it. Great knot. This is a bird that I've only seen a few times, and again, I was out in the water trying to get shots of birds in the sea, and then this bird and another bird landed briefly behind me in front of some grasses on the beach, and just for a split second it had this lovely pose, and I love these colours and its plumage here. When I started bird photography, I wasn't into sort of waders and shorebirds at all. I just thought they're all grey. Obviously they fly off summer here, so we don't get them in their breeding plumage, but if you can get them when they're migrating in the spring or the autumn, you can get them with some of that lovely plumage, and I think this is just a stunning bird, and I love the pose. I got low down, I held the camera just above the seawater to get this angle, and I really loved this shot as well. And this was 1,600 per second with the extender, ISO 500. This is at f6.3. So yeah, I think I'll leave it at that. Last year was kind of weird. I sort of had lots of breaks and didn't really have consistency in my photography and in terms of making videos through a number of reasons. But as always, every year I feel I'm improving, as I hope every photographer does. And I thoroughly enjoyed getting out there and taking photos, and I really want to continue doing that this year. Hopefully trying to photograph some new species and taking better and more interesting shots. Before I sign off, I would just like to say thank you so much to everybody who watched my videos last year, who liked, shared, commented, all that good stuff. You are really, really appreciated, and I really value all your input and your support. Thank you so much. If you've got a favourite shot from the one I just shared, please let me know in the comments, and hopefully I'll see you in 2024 in some new YouTube videos. Everybody take care, have a wonderful year, and hopefully see you soon. Take care, bye bye.